Brittany Nicole. Today I'm sharing another Stash to Sketch inspired layout. There is the sketch. For some reason I don't have a photo of it. I am using some Distress Oxide ink to ink my edges, and I'm also using a lot of my Felicity Jane stash. I made this layout quite a bit ago, and I wanted to show how I'm using some of my 3x4 cards. So these are 3x4 cards that came in, some kit or some purchase from Felicity Jane. And I'm showing here how I'm using them to back my photos. And so when you get these 3x4 cards or 4x6 cards or cut aparts, and you don't always need to use them for their intended purpose. So one thing that I have really found helpful is using them as ways to map my photos. I don't always do that, but I do that sometimes, and I really like how it turns out. And there you can see I trimmed off the edges of the 3x4 cards, and I'm quite pleased. I do have a little bit of Maggie Holmes in this layout. It's the circular paper that I have, and I also used a little square from that. I felt like it went well with the florals I was using from Felicity Jane, as well as some of the enamel dots. So the two photos are of both of our dogs at our home in Canada, and Ryder was very much a puppy. He was only like a couple months old when I brought him to Canada, and he really liked to chew on this one blanket on our couch. He loved chewing on it and playing with the little threads, and it drove me nuts. And Bailey has just always loved to sit on top of the couch or lay on top of the couch cushions and look out at windows. And so you can see that couch had a huge sliding glass door, like window thing in front of it. So Bailey would entertain himself just by sitting or laying there. And I add a little label that says "You've got this," because I might have underestimated getting a puppy. Now Ryder is a year old and Bailey is 3 years old. Bailey is like the blonde one and Ryder is the gray black one. And Ryder is finally slowly starting to calm down. And I do take our dogs to the dog park almost every single day to kind of help. And then they play with each other a lot outside and inside the house, which also helps get their energy out. But I might have slightly underestimated the work, so I thought the little label that says "You've got this" was kind of appropriate. Little pep talk for myself. But I also added a label that said "Happy, happy, happy," because my dogs do make me happy. They are something that just brings me a lot of joy. I'm not really sure, but I've always had a dog like my entire life. I always slept with a dog, even when I was really little. I remember sleeping with my collie like when I was like 4 years old. So I just have always had a dog and been a dog person, I guess. And so I also have another one, a sticker, puffy sticker that's going to say "Remember this day." For me, living in Canada was bittersweet. I really liked certain aspects of living in Canada. I really like the summers in Canada. I really like being near my husband's side of the family and the kids being near their cousins, but I also really missed my family, and I don't do wonderfully well in cold weather with my joints. I do have arthritis and some other autoimmune diseases, and cold weather just makes it really uncomfortable. But I really loved a lot of aspects. There's also like this amazing dog park called Bruce Pitt that I was and am obsessed with. So there's always pros and cons to everything, I think. And so I wanted to remember that. I want to remember that I really enjoyed certain aspects of living in Canada. I enjoyed our home, and I think that we made it cozy. So there was a lot of snuggling up with the puppies to stay warm and cozy inside when it was just a little bit too cold for my particular preference. Right now, what I'm doing, I kind of want to show you. I put two different puffy stickers. One says remember and the other one says this day. And I put a little heart between them so they look like they were one phrase. It looks like it was always meant to be remember this day instead of two separate phrases. And so I kind of liked that. So every little embellishment cluster I have has a word phrase. So remember this day, happy, 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 you've got this. Every embellishment cluster has a heart of some kind. Two of them have florals and the other one has a butterfly, but the butterfly kind of plays off the same colors that are in each cluster. And then there are some stars scattered about. I did not add my journaling on this page yet. I just realized that as I'm looking at it, but my journaling is going to go to the left of my photo. So there's that white and black paper with the diagonal black stripes. And that's where I plan on putting my journaling. And I'll journal basically what I just shared with you guys all, just how I may be slightly underestimated getting a new puppy, how there were certain things I just made me really happy, having our puppies there. Living in Canada, there were certain aspects of Canada that made me really happy to be there. And then remember this day, which again was just focusing on the things I really loved. Like I loved our backyard. I loved all the windows, things like that. So just kind of journaling on what kind of made for puppy days, so to speak. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to know if you ever use 3x4 cards to back your photos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!